Hey folks, welcome to episode 1 of a channel I don't really have. Today we're going to talk about removing the stall dividers from a Lakota Colt. It is a 6'8" wide trailer, 37 feet long. We are going to try to pack a side-by-side in here, which we've found will fit widthwise, but even though the doors fold back, there's not enough room. So let's get into it. Alright, first things first, tool list. If you have horses, chances are you probably have some galvanized electric fence wire. That's going to be great for holding the spring together so that it doesn't unwind when you pull the door off. You're going to want a pipe. The narrower diameter, the better. I'll explain that a little bit later. You're going to want to ratchet with a 3/8 inch drive, pry bar, pliers, all the good stuff. So first things first, with the dividers, there is a hold down on top of the hinges. And that hold down prevents you from lifting the door up. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to remove these two 3/8 inch bolts, and we're going to remove this hold down so that we can get the door up. And then after that, we're going to battle with this. Now I can't express enough caution, rather, at how tight these springs are. I tried to use a pry bar and they snap back with force, causing sparks and all kinds of stuff. So we're going to be extremely careful when we're dealing with these, because the last thing we want to do is lose a phalange. Now, if your Colt is like ours, after you unscrew these a little bit, these are self-tapping screws. You got to kind of pry them out, because the tip does not make it easy to just keep unthreading it, because it'll get stuck at some point. So once you get those babies out, remove your hold down. So now we're going to move on to the spring aspect. This is where things get a little sketchy. So first thing we're going to do, we're going to take some of our wire, we're going to cut, 8-10 inch pieces with one hand while holding the camera. Yep, you get the idea. All right. There are our two pieces of wire. Okay, so now we're going to take, I'm using a PVC pipe. It's a small diameter, I want to say 3/4. It's actually 1/2 inch. Okay, so we'll take this 1/2 inch pipe and get it on the end here. Okay, now what we're going to do, I can't record it because I only have one hand. We're going to bend that spring back. Okay, now you can see how wound the spring is by the fact that it's trying to poke through the PVC pipe. Okay, so once you have it in this position, then we're going to work with our two pieces of wire to wrap these two parts of the spring together. What we're going to want to do is take one of our wires, we're going to put it through here, and we're going to make a loop around that spring. We're going to make a complete loop so that as we're tying these together, this wire doesn't slip down and cause issues. I will show you that in just a moment. Okay, so we have here it twisted around the spring. Okay, next thing we're going to do is pull this pipe back. The door is going to slam. Okay, so your shoulder is going to be holding the pipe back. What you're going to do is you're going to take your wire, the longer part, you're going to wrap it over top. So now what we're going to do is we're just going to twist this together. And I will be back to show you. Okay, so got it twisted up. Okay, so the wire is wrapped around both sides of the spring. Okay, twisting is holding it together. Now the door has some actual slack in it. All right, so take this extra, just wrap it up above, tuck it down behind there, whatever you got to do to get it out of the way. Okay, Next thing we're gonna do is gonna take our other piece of wire and we're gonna do the exact same thing. We've got both wires on here. Do you need 2 wires? Maybe not. I just recommend it because if this breaks, it's going to snap around this door because this hinge is independent of the trailer. It's not actually welded to the trailer. It will take this part and wrap it around the back side, and then you've got to find a way to pry it all the way back open before mounting it again. So let's go ahead with the removal of the door. Okay, so there goes my flashlight. Now that we have the spring coiled up and we've removed the stopper on the top, we can just simply lift the door up. There we go. Not too bad. Just got to kind of balance the door in the sweet spot. Each door has a pin and a bush, and the other one fell to the floor somewhere in the sawdust. But hopefully that gives you the idea of how to get your dividers out safely. The spring is now coiled up. So when you're ready to reinstall your door, just cut those wires, the spring will snap back into place, and you'll be good to go. Thanks for watching.